Welcome everybody to RGN. We've got our European closed qualifiers here, and we're reaching the end of the lower bracket. It's LDLC White versus Killerfish. We're in the knife round at the moment. Got a best of one here on Inferno. They vetoed all the maps out, and this is what we're landed on. So once again, I am Sprawl by my side, one and only Laser Jesus, and yeah, we were talking a little bit about the odds, in that LDLC White pretty big favorite here, but a best of one on Inferno. What do you think's going down here, Laser?
Well, odds were what, 70-30, and that's pretty wild considering it's a best of one. And I think a lot of people are going off of LDLC White's recent results at DreamHack and how they made their way out of the BYOC phase and then eventually faltering, but still put up some good numbers and had some good rounds against tier 1 teams. So I think that's why we're seeing the skewered odds. But looking at how Killerfish has played recently and turning a lot of heads and proving themselves not to be cheaters, Oscarus in specifics. But yeah, I think I'm looking at more 55-45 LDLC White. I think a lot of people a little misguided in their bets, but Killerfish has been off and on. They're not the most consistent of teams, but same can be said for LDLC White. So I'm looking at a coin flip here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty close. As I think you were saying, Twanu had a pretty standout performance at DreamHack.
I also learned it's Twanu.
Twanu. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, we're learning a little French, eh?
All right. That honestly makes a lot more sense, but anyhow, I'm used to butchering these names. But here we go. CT side start. Killerfish will be winning the knife round. So LDLC fighting from, not behind, but they're on the lesser favored side. And they're going straight up all body armor here.
Right, all body armor. Just ready to go. Ready to absorb some bullets. And the Glocks, by going all body armor here and not going for any rush, it's really interesting. Because generally when you have all this body armor, it's because you want to be rushing in and absorbing as many bullets as possible when you're taking in, but to spread out like this, interesting decision by LDLC White.
Yeah, and they're going to send a couple players into apartments early. Fuchs is already hanging out in there. Matt Hen getting into a bit of a duel with a player on porch side. That's Oscarish. He's got Robson actually very close with him underneath the balcony, and looks like the call's been made. They're just going for it here, taking up truck side. They need to deal with ammo, though. He's found two. Finally traded off, but they get control of the bomb site. Tossin's going to be rotating in. He's got Tony behind him as well.
Yeah, and Killerfish even lucky to get 2 frags there. Getting overwhelmed in the site ammo. Gave the rest of his team a chance here. And LDLC taking a lot of time to get the bomb down. They do have location on both the remaining fish, however. Coming up the porch side. Both of them making their way in. Setup not the best for LDLC. They got nobody in the pit. Taking the fight is Tossin. They know where everybody is. But look at this from LDLC.
What?
Looking around the flank. But now he's leaving his teammate alone. Oh no, just down to 1 member for the Frenchman. That's Body. Brings it down to a 1-on-1 though. Tony still looking for him. Now he has location on. He has a kid. Is Body gonna bite? Tony gets off the bomb. Goes for the kill, but it's gonna be Body who takes the first round for the Frenchman. Really interesting developments that round though.
Yeah, the post plant where they just all go arch side. At least they all went. Like, it's an odd decision for where it was planted, but I like it because they all went, and then they're all committing to it. Although the guy that went truck side got one tapped as soon as he tried to push there. But, yeah, it got a little scary there in the end, but Body bringing it home for LDLC. So they get their pistol round now. You can see the CTs not too happy about that. They're going to be buying up in this round. Tossing with the deagle in hand. He actually hits one shot to the body of oh man, already I'm forgetting how to actually Twanu. Oh man, I'm gonna struggle with that all day, but that's quite all right.
It's a hallmark of your casting now, Chad.
Yeah, it's true. So so he's brought down to 65 man advantage for the T's as they're taking control of top mid. A little bit of aggression coming down Banana here. We'll see if Tony can take down Devil. Oscarish will be, or rather, Ammo will be able to. Oscarish finds one with a CZ75, so it's a 3-on-2 as they do have control of bomb site A, but maybe some more damage to be done here by the CTs.
We'll see if they want to go for this. Ammo left with the choice to save this or go for it. Not the worst of odds in this 2-on-3, but his teammate does not have a weapon. And Ammo gonna start spamming through the smoke. Oscarish has worked his way up to Moto. LDLC White, real patient, real passive here, not taking any fights, not giving any more guns away to Killerfish. And Oscarish here in the library with the CZ, he'd really like to get a weapon here. Maybe another player down for the French side would be ideal at this point. Anything that he could do. He doesn't want to just bring this CZ into the next round alone, but without going down, still bringing some armor in. It's not bad. Let's see if he can book his way into sight. Maybe find a gun that exploded this way. And no dice. So, LDLC. Do lose 2 players, only 1 rifle, however, so not too big of a detriment to their economy. And now Killerfish, they have a CZ with armor and an AK. There's no reason to force buy behind this, so I'm liking that they're playing that passively. But then they buy a shotgun.
Interesting. Apparently Drossel has a teammate over here and in Europe, as we got a Nova on the field. Tony's going to be rocking that at the top of Banana. And looks like Devil Matt Hen will be heading up his direction. Ammo actually crossfiring with him and gets dropped immediately, actually. Gets 1 shot off before going down. Obviously, they don't realize that the Nova's still laying in wait. We'll see if Tony can get anything done, as he will have a teammate rotating and tossing with a deagle in hand. He will be able to retrieve that AK, obviously, and I like that they're able to recycle this weapon here.
Yeah, and they allow him to pick up the AK. They're going to have no idea, or they shouldn't, that Tony is waiting right around the corner with the Nova. There's 1, 2, and is he going to look for the third? No, he's going to fall off. Happy to take the advantage, but the real threat is coming up middle for LDLC. Killerfish with a good round already, and they're allowing them to cross up middle. This is weird. They let them peek all the way up. Robson looks like he's lagged out or something. Oh, that's tragic for Killerfish after having such a great round. Just to have... Oh, now he's back. Okay, never mind. But then the flank comes through for body. What a weird round from Killerfish. Not only was their buy not uniform, it's like they're staggered amounts of money, but now it's evened up since Tony got those kills. But just strange that they'd opt to 1 guy buy only. But they're not done with this round, I guess. They still want to go for this at this point after buying up. Okay, down to a 2-on-2. Tossin coming up the middle, joined now by his teammate. Other terrorist had given away his location to throw that Molotov, but he gets away in time. That's body. Doing it for his team once more. And yeah, Tony's just going to save that AK. But just weird start of the game, and tons of gambits not working for Killerfish.
Yeah, very interesting round, as they do decent damage, but they also invested a little bit. They make it out with an AK-47, though, so not too shabby at all, but definitely a strange round, as I like the fact that their Nova player, Tony, he gets 2, and I feel like in NACS, 100% of the time, he looks for that third. He peeks down Banana, and he wants more. He just wants anything they're coming at. And Tony just stands back, goes to sandbags, and plays very patient there. And although they let them up A at the same time, that was a little bit odd, like you were saying. I still like that play, that he doesn't go deep in and just straight up die, basically. So nice patient play, but now we see 3 CTs go down Banana fairly quickly. There's smoke, not a good one though, as it's got a bit of a gap in it. Doesn't look like the T's are looking to challenge though.
I'll see if they want to go through it. Re-smokes it. Nobody from LDLC looking to take Banana control just yet, as they'd have to go through the smoke and never want to do that. And Killerfish here with some early aggression towards Banana. They get control and then they fall off back to A with the majority of their players. So they got a stack going on over towards A, and Tony here just burned another smoke. So LDLC really have no chance to take up Banana or try to go Banana control. And you can see that's allowed Killerfish to have everybody towards A here. And this is they have a really good shot to stop this.
Yeah, taken up towards Arch side. Oscar is just going to peek out. He goes down immediately. Ammo tries to fire back, though, and he actually takes down 1 and does significant damage to 2. As they're wrapping into the bomb site, they need to take down Tossin, still inside of the site. Needs to come up super big, or at least make some time for his teammate to come in. He takes down 2. That's definitely what was least required, but Body takes down Tony as he enters Library. So the 4th round coming in, LDLC White doing big things here on their T side. They make it through that first hurdle of the rifle round, and you can see the CT side of Killerfish not fully awake yet, as Robson's still on 0 frags.
Yeah, it's a best of 1. You need to come warmed up, ready to go. But we see players of Killerfish making these big individual plays, but early on with their economic decision making, they put themselves in a bad spot. It's going to be round number 6 before they actually get a full buy on the board due to all their opening gambits after losing the pistol round. So just looking to do some economic damage this round. They do get 1 frag. They have kept LDLC's economy in check though. So when Killerfish do win that first round, they could put LDLC on the save right after, but they gotta put that round on the board. Is the problem here, and it's so unfortunate that we see so many teams nowadays losing their first gun round or having a worse chance because they buy up so much. And that's something we see nowadays more than ever in the previous versions of this game.
Yeah, definitely something that has changed. The meta's a bit different now, as Tony's just going to slowly walk away from this A-bomb site, AK in hand. There's a smoke grenade as well, and just want to bring up who these teams are facing off. Whoever makes it through this, they're facing against LDLC Blue, so we will have a team kill inevitably.
Team kill.
Or inevitably after well, if LDLC obviously makes it through. Killerfish, they're still not out of this. They're on the CT side, though, and LDLC has had the picture-perfect start. If you could have 5 rounds on the T side to start, you'd obviously pick that up every single time. So 5 rounds, that's fantastic. And you can see their economy. It's not the best. Again, some of those rounds being pretty expensive, but it's getting there. If they can make it through one of these rounds without losing too many, that would be great, and it would continue to grow. But, of course, we got another rifle round coming in. So, up on the field, Tony's going to be yielding that, and it's actually Molotov out of car as he tried to peek aggressively, but forced to fall off. He looks to peek again, though, and Devil's going to put him away immediately. So, I'm not sure I like the peek, as although he had Oscarish at Sandbag, so he wanted to maybe work the crossfire there. But now Oscarish goes down to the B-bomb site. Open for business if Tossin goes down especially.
Yeah, and Tossin did take out the first one, trying to enter into the site. Goes down. Devil, all he's had to do is sit still. Everybody's been peeking him. He's just standing there, or not standing, crouched there, and everybody peeks him. Somehow, Killerfish have made it doable, though. They have brought 2 of LDLC White down, and they're going to go for this. At this point, they got to start winning rounds, and 2-on-3, it's a decent chance, and they're going to do it. Robson nades the wrong spot. Devil's the only low player for LDLC. One coming up from Banana, as well as one from the CTs. Still hanging on to some nades is LDLC, just delaying Killerfish more and more, and Killerfish smoke out Garden. But this reveals that nobody's coming from Garden. Now, coming in from the main, crossfire setup is back for LDLC. Just one member up, one-on-one. The spray battle goes to the Frenchman again. And LDLC hanging on to that lead. 6-0 now. Still without a round. And I know I keep harping about this, but this is because Killerfish and now they're going to force up. This is madness. Like, they don't have money. They've only had 1 full gun round, and 6 rounds have already expired. They're not giving themselves a good chance to come back. If they don't win this one, it's real bleak. It's I don't know. It's too early to call it, but Killerfish, they're just shooting themselves in the foot here.
Yeah, lesser equipment, certainly, as the buy-ups continue. But Devil, that was an ace for him. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, like you were saying early in the round, they all just peeked him, and then at the very end, he was able to clean up the last 2. So, beautiful play from himself, and now they're going to be taking up mid. Ammo goes down immediately. They've been top mid here, right in the smoke, and they're going to take to truck side. Robson goes down on the balcony. They've got 1 player to deal with that graveyard. That's Tossin. Traded off immediately. Oscarish coming around from Arch side. He's going to be able to take down 1. And some fairly low T's, so Bonnie needs to be very careful. Is that a team flash? Oh my god. I think he flashed himself there, Oscarish, trying to send one over towards truck side. Fully blinds himself. And I'm not sure what the intuition is to peek on a teammate's or an enemy's flash, but that worked out perfectly as, again, he flashed himself. So now Tony, only with an op in hand, and I imagine he's just going to save this. He's honestly staying in a very aggressive spot, and as much as, again, it's good to take away economy, you need that for your rounds, not really taking away their weapons. So Tony, you will survive with it, though, as he took down 1 at Arch side, but 7 rounds to LDLC.
Yeah, he did bring that op in the next round, but he hit it on the head. It's just you have to measure what's worth more. Your gun into the next round or taking away your enemies. It's all based upon the economy. Him going for that was the wrong decision. However, it worked out. And he did stay alive here, but already down 7-0. And Killerfish from this point on, they're just going to keep forcing up. But LDLC, they're winning all the opening duels. Killerfish trying to switch things up and go for some aggression and here and there. But LDLC White having none of it. Once more, there it is. Killerfish trying to find an opening pick, but instead they hand one over to the French side. Now, a lot of what you work for on Inferno is just that opening pick. You work up mid, you work up banana, try to catch any CTs peeking there, and then once you get that pick, it makes it easier to do the slow take and slow work, slowly work onto a bomb site, push everybody back from banana, push everybody off of mid, and then make an informed decision on what sites you want to take. And already starting off a frag early without having to work for it position-wise is great for the Frenchman.
They're going to take top mid right now. Tossin, I believe he spotted them as he hops back over to Arch side. They've got AWP, just focused tunnel vision on the Arch side, but they actually rotate the bomb back. Call being made, Devil saying that maybe things could be clear over here at B, and to be honest with you, is fairly correct, as it's only Oscarish, and Tossin goes down in mid. They've left one player, Fuchs, over to just make some more noise at A, so Oscarish needs to come up big, finds one in body, but there's still 3 Ts rushing into the bomb site. He's going to rotate around to construction, now in the garden. He's going to hold a bit of an off angle here, finds one, so he had 2 as they came into the site, goes down to Matt Hen. Now it's only Robson and Ammo as they're retaking from CT.
Yeah, it sucks when just 2 is not enough. 2 is oftentimes a good hold, but not here. 2 on 3, make it 1 on 3. Tuanu on to Robson, leaving only Ammo. And not going to happen. That's Fuchs. LDLC, after the recent performance on LAN, they're just looking fantastic. Can't say the same at all for Killerfish here. Their young gun from Poland, Oscarish, has been pretty silent, and he statistically is by far the best player of Killerfish. And in times like these, when you're down, that's when you need that player to make a big play, to get you, to rally your team. But still, Killerfish, just everything, just all the picks going the way of LDLC. And they're trying to switch it up by going for some aggression. They've tried passive looks, they've tried aggressive looks, just everything is not working. And if things persist, they might even get 16-0'd. I was calling this a 50-50. Boy, did I look wrong. Killerfish, they don't look like the same team that I've been watching throughout our tournament. But still, not out of the realm of possibility for Killerfish. They just gotta string some rounds together now, not later. It has to be soon. Otherwise, that's gonna, wow. Matt Hen on to Toss Robson there for the trade, but Matt Hen with that opening pick, there was nothing the CT could do about it. Finally, some progress for Killerfish though, but quickly traded out to a 3-on-3. It looks like Killerfish might finally be able to stick around though. 2-on-2, bomb plant underway. Killerfish are in the location to try to stop the plant if they want to, but now the smokes go up. Are they going to run through it when the plant goes down? Risky business here. They got Tuano inside of the pit, lurking about, waiting for any CTs to peek. And still not planting the bomb. Very cautious with their approach. I'm surprised that Killerfish, after all this time, allowed him to get the bomb down freely. But they're both just still chilling at Moto. Another smoke goes up. Eventually, Killerfish are going to have to try to work past this. And by the time this smoke dissipates, Oscarish is going to have very little time to work with. His teammate Tony going around towards the porch, but there's already an opper posted up there. That's Toino. Oh, misses the shot. Now Oscarish moving in, gets the kill. Just Toino in the pit. Gets the first one, though. Tony looking around the pillar. He's trying to find him in the pit. Toino whips out the Tech 9. He goes down, but is there going to be enough time? There is not. And Killerfish, they do eliminate all the Frenchmen. However, still lose the round 9-0. Brutal beatdown here.
Yeah, this is really rough as Killerfish. If you look at one of the latest features they've put in this game, if you take a look at the scoreboard and you hover over any of the rounds, the only round that I can find where there was 4 LDLC members left alive is round 5. Every other round was at the very least 3, or at the very most rather 3 left alive, or worse. And you can see the money's reflecting that. 9 rounds in a row, and they have 1 player with 5,800. The rest are pretty much broke. So these have been close rounds, but at the end of the day, LDLC is just closing it out. And I like how they take it so slow in that 2-on-2 to get the bomb down. They just take all the time they need to make sure everything's clear. And they're just, yeah, being patient and calm and collected. It's working out great for them. And already Oscarish down on the bench. And again, that's not what they need from their star player here, as he's 5-0-9 at the moment. What we're used to seeing from Oscarish, and the T's flashing through mid right now. Ammo's going to have to fall back to sight. He's got Robson working from truck side. Devil's going to peek out and say hello. Does a little bit of damage and falls off. And looks like they're going to send 1 player wrap. Tony gets rid of him, and now heading back for a B-side play. Tossin. He's going to have to defend here and come up with, again, hopefully 2, but they do have 1 player and Tony rotating through CT.
And do LDLC even smoke CT? They don't. Interesting. But, wow, Toy rips around, though. It looked like it was going to be the Killerfish able to hold that, but that Tech 9, you can never count it out, even if you have to jump on him. Now, trying to rush him down to the smoke. Dangerous play on the flank, though, is Fuchs. Oh, I thought he was coming from CT, but instead, going towards Banana, the traditional route. 2 Killerfish to beat here to keep that 10-0 or 16-0 dream alive. Fuchs has 50. Killerfish a little spread out here. Ammo cut off by the smoke. Fuchs could work into sight, trying to take out Tony, but first round, finally, for the Killerfish. And after 9 rounds of the LDLC terrorist side, if they don't win out here, if they don't win this round, it's all over. That is all she wrote. LDLC White are easily going to be able to finish off the half of the great score, but look at how close it's been. It's not like it's been an absolute massacre from LDLC, like they weren't getting killed themselves at all. They're down to the point where they're forcing up after winning 9 rounds in a row. That's how close it's been. But Killerfish just have not been able to close these out.
Yeah, insane how that can work out as 9 rounds and they're still ecoing. Well, they force anyhow. So they got an AK on the field. Tech 9s across the board. Decent nade set as well. So see how it works out as Twanu actually got, I think, that nice Tech 9 shot in that last round. A nice flick, a bit of a 180, but they're taking up mid at the moment. You can see that ammo's posted up right now, top of the porch. So on top of the roof here, it's a good angle to work. Usually a place you only want to work maybe once or twice during a match, as it can be a little bit predictable, but if you're not ready for it, it can really work wonders. As you can see right over the smoke, ammo's completely blind though, and he lets 4 go by. He finally tags up 1, takes 1 down, but they're already wrapping the site, and the Killerfish, they're not defending this very well at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, goes down in pick 2. Only 2 fish remaining. Tossin, if they don't win this round, their comeback is just nil. It's not going to happen. The final player falls. That's Tossin. Now 10-1. LDLC winning the force by everything. And I mean everything is going the way of the Frenchman here. They put Killerfish back on the save. At this point, you force up. There's no other thing you could do besides try to win the round with everything you have. And forcing up now is the right decision. Forcing up early on, sure, if you don't win that second round, okay, CT teams will buy after they lose pistol. You know, that's the current meta. But forcing up after that again, it's just madness coming in from Killerfish and really hindering themselves early. Or I should say hamstringing themselves early. But we'll talk about that more at halftime. I'm sure you guys are excited about that, but Killerfish here have stacked the A-bomb site, get the opener, that's ammo inside the apartment. Any response from LDLC, they do try to trade it out, but body falls as well, so Killerfish on their 4th spot with their aggression. It is working out for them here. Mad Hen does respond, and now the audible back towards B.
And Oscarish takes down Devil as he tries to peek up Banana, so I don't know if this is going to work out for them, as Mad Hen down to 10 HP, Twanu does have an op in hand. See if it works out for him as Robson playing that close angle. Wow, Oscarish goes down through the wall. They need to check this angle, though, and he peeks out, gets 1. Can he get the second one? No.
Oh, my.
Puts him away, so creates a 1v2, and if he can find a 1v1 here, definitely could make this happen, as Tony's actually way down Banana at the moment. Tossin already inside of construction. They let him get the bomb planted. He has a smoke Molotov, 2 flashes, so we'll see if those come into play as 1 creeping up from Banana. It looks like they're going to be pushing up front side together. Again, Tossin and Tony both coming up at the same time. Twanu just playing it very passively here. 20 HP. Up in hand. Finds 1, but Tossin trades off immediately. Nice heads-up play there from Tossin as he was covered by a bit of the smoke, but knew exactly where that shot came from. Ends the round 2 now for Killerfish.
All right, I thought this was going to be our quickest day ever, Chad, but it looks like Killerfish are going to make it a little longer for us. If you're just joining us, this is the best of 1. Loser is out of our tournament. Do you know have they reached the point where they're into our Pro Series?
Yeah, so this is the last, basically, chance for the qualifier, in that whoever makes it through this, you qualify, and you get that last spot. So definitely this is a match you want to win.
Yeah, this is it. Killerfish want to make it into the Pro Series for a chance at that big money. They got to get it together now. They are starting to string some rounds in here late in the half, way too late in the half, but they go down 1 early. Tossing now from the port. He's got to take down a massive amount of the French squad, but he can't do that, and his teammates following falls, and Mad Hand onto Tony. Everybody dying for Killerfish here. Nobody can hold their location. Oscarish, young gun from Poland, coming out the library, trying to save the day. I don't even like... I fancy him going for this here. They got to win rounds, even if it means throwing away your M4 at this point. Just go for it. Oscarish does spot one out from the arch, and now... Since they have a player at Arch, keeps peeking. Fuchs gives him a nice chance here. A lot of time's already expired. Oscarish, gotta reload, gotta get in there. Spams down the second one, but Body is there for the trade. And Killerfish lose another one. Money in shambles. They had 2,000, the most money that they have on one player. And the French side, man, they are just skipping and dancing their way into the Pro Series.
Feeling great right now on their T side, certainly, is LDLC, Killerfish, because they won round 12, they lost the one thereafter, now back on upgraded pistols. Not a fun situation for them, as, again, they just send 2 down Banana. They're going to smoke it off. Tony's playing that close closet angle. T's not looking to push, though. Devil actually will anchor himself in Banana. The rest of the T's up near mid. Just trying to spam through here, but they just want to avoid any stacks. Tossin's going to let out a couple bullets of the CZ-75. LDLC's got to know that the monetary situation pretty broke here from the CTs, so just got to play it pretty slow. Ammo going to get spotted out on the truck side, and this is going to cue a bit of a push here as Robson's playing up inside of balcony up in apartments, and he actually finds his frag as well as Tossin, so able to get 2. Tossin with another one with the CZ-75, so it's Mad Hand and Body. We'll see if they can clutch it, but Tossin takes down Body. Only Mad Hand, 21 HPs, arch side. He takes down the single B defender, so now it's a foot race over to that bomb site.
Oh, the juke, though. No way.
Wow.
And both of the fish are heading towards B. Mad Hand doesn't know how good of a juke he's throwing here. He's still worried about the CT rotate, as he should be. But everybody went towards Banana.
Wow.
And now he's beginning to believe that he had the right read. And now he's going to plant the bomb in this site. That is such a good move for Mad Hand. And I was just going to give Killerfish some kudos for rotating together. But now they've given Mad Hand an excellent shot at this 1-on-2. He chooses to play below the truck. Killerfish have quickly got Robson up in the halls here. But now he gives away his position, too. He doesn't even know where Mad Hand is. Jumps down for the suicide drop. Can't find the Frenchman. And Robson goes down. Mad Hand with a brilliant 1 versus 2. And just great awareness. He didn't believe it at the start that he's kind of stopped in CT spawn to evaluate the situation a little more. But then went straight into A. Just phenomenal stuff. And brilliant heads-up stuff.
I'm a little surprised Robson didn't know that he was directly underneath him. As I don't know if you were on his screen as he jumped out of apartments. He was kind of focused on Graveyard back of pit, and then eventually he flicked around and found him underneath the truck, but it was a little bit too late. So
yeah, and he shot and gave away a spot too.
Yeah, so bizarre stuff comes out. LDLC able to take the round as that was some nutty play. Now Mad Hand continuing the nice shots. Takes down 2 of Banana. Now they're going to be able to rush into this B bomb site if they so choose. They sent at least 1 member in. I like this. If you're not sending the bomb, at least send in 1. It poses a presence there, and yeah, he's going to find a frag nonetheless, and he's the last one alive in mid. Takes down Twanu, but looking pretty bleak here in a 1v4 as he does have a kit in hand, has some equipment. He actually drops another terrorist, but Mad Hand puts him away. So 13-2 is our halftime score. Heavily T-sided.
Right? Usually call the Killerfish piranhas, but I guess they've been pacified or something.
Looking like goldfish today.
Right? Maybe some sunfish. I don't know why, but sunfish is my favorite kind of fish to eat. It's strange. But while we have a little time, we do this match to do our giveaways. Go ahead and follow us here on Azubu if you hadn't yet. Free to do, and you'll be entered in for our Orion USP giveaway once we reach 1,500. We're very close to that mark, and you'll be entered in for all the following giveaways. Don't forget about eBettle, a new partner for betting over there in Europe. We can't do that over here in the States. I'm real jealous. And also, don't forget about Zowie Gear, all your gaming peripheral needs. And ooh, I stole them all away from you, Chad.
There you go. We got them all done. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's now pistol round underway. 2 rounds for Killerfish. We'll see if this is going to be a T-sided map or if LDLC just runs away with things. Again, qualification on the line here and continuing in the lower bracket. Some monetary reasons to stay in the tournament as well. And Tossin finds 1 at T-stairs but gets traded off immediately. And CTs are going to fall back here. They posed a very aggressive position down Banana. Devil, oh, the bait and switch. Devil gets one as he's blindsided, but they still have a good chance taking into B here.
Body quickly tries to adjust his spot. Oh, the one-tap Body. 10 HP, still gets a kill. Killerfish got to get the bomb down immediately. Like you said, tournament life. Spot in our EU Pro Series on the line. Oscarish, though, brings it down to a 1-on-2. Fuchs, the last guy up, had a great land at DreamHack. Now they're trying to trade out onto him, and they do. So, Killerfish win the round necessary to let them have a chance this map. LDLC. Are they going to go for the force buy here? Because they don't have to at all. They can save up and go for a full gun round instead of opting to buy the second, which everybody does, because they have all the rounds in the world to do it with. They shouldn't be worried at all here. Shouldn't be ready to force buy up and so scared to give Killerfish a few rounds to solidify the ones, or not solidify, but give themselves the best chance possible to take only the 3 rounds that they need here. We do have a bit of a pause and unpause. Ooh, that's what I like to see.
Yeah, Fuchs immediately picks up armor and a CZ75, though, so going against your advice a little bit, as, yeah, they're gonna at least have, yeah, Mad Head's gonna follow suit. Devil, he's gonna have that Nova as well, so plenty of weapons here on the CT side. They've spent every dime and nickel, 50 bucks on 3 of them.
What's up with the resurgence of the Nova here?
Apparently, it is a fantastic weapon, so yeah, I'm used to seeing a lot of Mag 7 play, but apparently Nova is the new Mag 7. No one told me.
Right, you can't jump with it. I guess that's the only problem. But close range, just as deadly, lots of money, doesn't cost as much here. But again, LDLC did not have to buy, but they did. And if they lose this one, they're giving Killerfish a much easier chance at this long comeback road. Well, let's check the stack here. LDLC are inside the apartments. They got that Mag 7 inside of Janitor. And they're playing a little bait and switch under the porch. Devil wants somebody to peek him so desperately. If he doesn't get a chance to use this weapon here, he might not get a good shot when they rotate. As Killerfish is coming back over towards A, doesn't get to use the gun anyways. If this CT here, LDLC at Banana, doesn't get a kill, and he doesn't, free bomb site for the Killerfish.
Yeah, that's rough as Ammo finds another one at A. And racking up some money here with that SMG, Mac 10 in hand, and the T's actually not necessarily looking to keep the B-bomb site. They're actually rotating back over to A, and Fuchs takes down Ammo. The CZ75, and wow, Twanu onto Robson as well, so Oscarish will find Twanu shortly after. Fuchs, a little bit of noise as he peeks from Arch side. It's a 1-on-3 here. Bomb's been set, and they're going to smoke off Moto. Fuchs looks like he's just in save mode, and that's not a bad idea here, as, again, they did force buy in that round, so if they want to have a proper rifle round where they have some decent equipment, next round, it's a full save. And Fuchs, you'll be able to have a Galil armor flash. He could actually drop that CZ75 to one of his teammates that are buying a default pistol and keep the Galil. So hopefully he's able to keep this for his own sake, but Tossin takes it away, and that's going to be the round.
Yeah, just a little greedy by Fuchs, you know, looking for the CT, wasn't aware that he could be pushed from Banana. So LDLC, I was thinking that might provide them a little temptation to force, just like Killerfish did. Had all the metas just flying out the window recently. But Killerfish here, starting their comeback. They did beat the force buy from the French side, so second pistol round done as well. And LDLC have stacked over here towards B. And they did buy a couple pistols here. I just don't like that at all. They need every penny. They're going to have, what, like, barely 4,000, if that? Like, that's not enough to buy. Any pistols, you're throwing away nades. And with that, it's just going to allow Killerfish an easier gun round. And that's everything Killerfish wants. They're not so much worried about these anti-ecos as they are winning that first gun round. And if LDLC don't have all the nades right and everything, one flashbang, one nade can decide a round sometimes. And LDLC White are giving them a much easier chance on the comeback. But oh, never mind. There's the pistols they bought. I guess that's why you buy them. The Killerfish, if you get one over towards A, so these two players in B, they gotta watch out for the crunch coming through.
Oh my god, Tony's going to try and take into the bomb site here. He's just got the bomb on his back. He's got a teammate inside a CT spawn. They know one player's still alive. Fuchs trying to make something happen from New Box if he can find any more. Wow, takes down Tony. Tossin's going to try and force the issue here as he comes up close. and he will take down Fuchs. So a 1-on-2, but they've already made it up Banana here. They know the location, and Tossin takes down one. It's now Devil versus Tossin. He's going to wait for the bomb to be set. 20 seconds left on the clock. Devil just goes right. Oh, I thought he was going to push the smoke. He's going to play his time a little bit longer here and rushes right through. And I feel like he kind of needed to go through that smoke as the bomb's being set or something to that effect. Because afterwards, he's just going to stare at that smoke.
Yeah, that was really poorly played there by Devil. He tried to fake him off of the bomb plant by running up, and he didn't bite at all. He just Iron Manned it, planted the bomb despite potentially being peeked, and then tried to walk through the smoke after that. So indecisive, really. Either run through the smoke when the bomb is being planted, or just wait for the smoke. And he didn't want to allow him time to position, and he lost the round as a result. But Killerfish there almost lost that one, and those pistols almost worked out for LDLC as much as I was discrediting them. But you can see what happens now. LDLC White do not have a good amount of nades, and they go down Banana early. Ammo pushes the smoke, takes down both of them. And if he can keep doing that, LDLC White is in trouble at Banana.
Yeah, they certainly are. They tried to play a posted up position at Sandbags, and it just did not work out as Ammo just slowly moved up. And as soon as Fuchs brought out a smoke to try and put it down at Carr, literally as he's throwing it, that's when Ammo pushed up and took down both of them. So, yeah, B defense needs to be a little bit tighter than that. You can play posted up like that, but you need to be very careful as, again, Killerfish are looking for any little advantage. If they can catch you midway through doing something like that, again, obviously fortunate timing for Killerfish, but they'll take that as they want to put themselves in positions where that could definitely happen. And Matt Hand will find Oscarish as makes the round a little bit more expensive. Luckily for himself, doesn't lose his weapon as Twanu goes down. Devil finds Tossin, so some trades back and forth, and inevitably all the CTs go down.
Devil, he wasn't getting pushed at all and decides to peek and give away his gun. LDLC White is giving everything to Killerfish that they need to make this comeback. Everything that LDLC White could do to make it easier on Killerfish, that's what they're doing. And Killerfish here, take out all the guns of LDLC, survive with a majority of their players. But these dangerous pistols from LDLC, they're going to keep buying them. They've already lost 4 in a row now, so now they can keep buying these pistols if they want to on their eco rounds. They got a banana stack, 3 there. Killerfish. Are they going to want banana control again? They have pushed up to the car. They don't know how many members of the CT are here. They line up for Oscarish. But he does trade. Oh, it's Chad take over.
No worries now. Tony, you whiffed the shot. I've been there, done that, man. Mid-cast, not fun. But, yeah, they missed that op frag as Tony was posted up on top of Lumber here. And again, the stack on Banana, he missed the shot. One of his teammates goes down in the process, but they are able to take him to the bomb site. But he will grab the bomb here. Matt Hend over at the A side of things, though, takes down Ammo. So they're able to get an AK-47 in their hands. Tossin, quickly after, though, will drop his teammate. Only Matt Hend with an AK. He's in a 1v3 here. He gets taken down from CT spawn. Tossin just hanging around that area, and actually a 4K for himself in the round. So a pretty one from him. 7-13 as Killerfish are well on their way to a comeback. The issue is that they don't have a lot of room to make any mistakes. So if LDLC can find a rhythm here where they're able to take a round, honestly, that's momentum that Killerfish at this point anyhow. Maybe a little bit later once you hit 10 rounds, you can maybe afford to let them get to 14, and then maybe break their economy once again. Something to that effect, but at this point, they need to keep putting rounds on the board.
Yeah, and they would like to do it decisively. LDLC White, I think it's inevitable that they get around, but the closer Killerfish can get it before LDLC do put that on the board, the better. Matt Hen boosted up, gets one quick trade by Killerfish. Now looking to swarm around this A bomb site. Twanu from Moto gets the first one now, adjusting back into the site. Matt Hen, is this the end of the Killerfish spree? Only 2 up. Twanu does miss his shot though. This is the second one as well. So Killerfish are recovering, but no, Matt Hen stays up in the site now. Just Tony here with the AWP. He's in no man's land. He's stuck between all the CTs. Eats a big flashbang, and that's going to be the end of the Killerfish reign. It looks like we cast or cursed them or something. Because the moment we brought it up, that's when LDLC put it on the board. However, it does have a silver lining here for Killerfish, because if they win this one, they can put LDLC back on the save. But if they don't, it's all over.
Yeah, and that's where I was thinking it might work out in their favor, but later on, if it's like
maybe
11
they got
rounds.
12. Yeah.
But 7, that's hard, because now they're definitely in no mistake territory. Before, they had a little bit of room, but now that room is gone. And they are going to Molotov up Banana. Put a little bit of pressure on here, but it smokes down, and they do not want to push through this as Fuchs and Monty laying weight right behind. They're going to drop a nice forward incendiary as well, just to further prevent any aggression here. 2 tees up in apartments at the moment, so pretty spread out. So just trying to take control. Tony still just scope down tunnel vision on mid, trying to find something there, but set up from the CTs. Doing pretty well, at least on A. They've got a nice crossfire here. Matt Hen looking to pop a flash for his teammate, but tossing finally finds one on Banana. And that opens things up. Not necessarily, they don't have to go into the B-bomb site, but it just kind of tightens the defense in that they're very stretched thin.
Yeah. Want to spread them out like peanut butter. It's always the goal here on Inferno if you're the terrorist side. It makes them have to make a choice, because LDLC now, they lost a player of Banana. Their gambit is, we're going to bank on Killerfish not going B and just keep everybody at A. And they have made the right guess. Killerfish trying to make out their way at mid. So LDLC get a pick at mid and then try to go back to B with their player. Interesting decision, but the wrong one. Still trying to take up trades. And 2-on-3 as Killerfish do make their way up porch. They got to get the bomb down soon, though. If they don't get it down before the CTs have already rotated, that's going to be disastrous. But they do get it down. One player flanking in from LDLC. Needs to wait for his teammates at Moto, however. If he goes beforehand, it's going to give Killerfish a nice little start to this clutch. There it is. He does just that. Twanu with the trade, though. Robson, 1-on-2. Killerfish, this is everything for them. They need this round so desperately. Robson gets the first one, but Twanu is there with the trade of the AWP. LDLC going to get to that tie round, and Killerfish, they had a good run in our tournament. They have turned some heads, but LDLC White looking to put them away here and move on to the Pro Series and have a shot at that big dough.
Exactly, and still some money left in this close qualifier as well, so we'll see how far they can actually make it as, again, LDLC Blue waiting in the next round. And that's actually the lower bracket semi-final. Peter already in the lower bracket final, waiting for one of these teams to make it through. And that's the first best of 3 that you're going to see if you've always been in this lower bracket. But here we go, some aggression down Banana. Body's going to take down one, and they're actually trading pretty good here. That was very interesting as Twanu burns to death via Tony. Robson left in a 1v2 now.
Yeah, tournament life. Robson. One more chance here in a 1 versus 2. Doesn't go for the plant. He's being real crazy right here. Spams the first one, and Killerfish stay alive. 7 rounds they need. That's a whole lot of rounds that they need to take, but that's a start. Did they put LDLC White on the save? Yes. So we're probably going to see a double save from LDLC White here. So Killerfish, they're going to have to win what? About 3 gun rounds to put this one away. However, LDLC White have been intimidating with their pistols. Killerfish always have to be aware on these anti-eco rounds, and we'll see how cautious they approach this. LDLC White has thrown different looks at them on their eco rounds, and that's something I love to see, because how you set up your anti-ecos, you gotta kind of play off of, you start with your default anti-eco, and then you gotta play off of how your opposition has been playing it on their ecos. Do they like to stack? Do they like to play stagnant? Do they like to play aggressively? And let's see, Killerfish here with more towards Banana than usual at the start of this. And maybe that's the adaptation, or maybe not. Maybe they just want to hold Banana. And they have an up-down stack here, a little totem pole going on inside of the B site, but highly susceptible to a flash. They don't do it. Body goes down. His teammate goes down. Body gets the kill, but now they know Body's still there. And we're looking for him in the site. That's the B site gained by the Killerfish. Not a bad job by LDLC White. They did take down one of the players, but now with full B control, unless Matt Hen can get this frag before the rest of Killerfish come in, it should be fairly easy anti-eco from this point.
Yeah, he goes down to Robson as they're taken into B. The other 2 CTs are going to find one in underpass, so ammo goes down. That should be a rifle they're able to collect. So at the very least, they'll bring that into the next round, and they make this not too bad in terms of making it expensive. They get 2 frags. It's kind of bare minimum that they were looking for, and Devil, he's just going to escape with his AK in hand. Again, not a bad idea, as they don't have any money. It was going to be a double save here, and it should still be. If they buy around this AK, that would be foolish in my eyes, as, again, like you were saying earlier, you're just putting more momentum and more things, basically, just so the comeback is easier for Killerfish, and you just really don't want to do that. As LDLC, and they're 1 round away. Just one more round, and actually, I don't know if you spotted at the start of that round, I think LDLC having a bit of a chat, as Matt Hend actually was kind of parkouring around CT spawn. He was actually on top of, there's a light post in CT spawn. He was actually on top of that for a good portion of that round, until finally he made it to arches, and it wasn't like he missed anything, but he was at least kind of just jumping around. It made me think that they're just kind of discussing how maybe their next rifle round is going to go.
Yeah. Players always look interesting in-game when that's happening. But we see early aggression, LDLC pushing down into the halls. A light buy from LDLC. They are going to be able to full coming into the next round. And like I was saying, Killerfish here. They're going to reach the 10th round, save some craziness. LDLC White, they very well could win this round. But once Killerfish reach that 10th round, they got to win 3 gun rounds. And we're going into overtime. But LDLC White, that's how many chances they got here. Coming up mid now. Killerfish. Gotta watch out for the stack. Ooh, Mad Hen gets one before the trade comes through. Chuanu only gets one, though, so trades are there fast from LDLC. But the flank on this way. Devil. Oh, no, this could be it. Just like that.
Wow.
Devil ends Killerfish's tournament life from a peek from the janitor. They had no idea that he was there. And that one AK they brought into the next round just ended it. Killerfish stopped short just as they were making their comeback.